Hi everyone, I am Alan and this is day 14 of me talking in camera challenge, and today I want to talk about finding accommodation. So finding an affordable housing in Canada can be quite challenging, and I think it's one of the biggest concerns that a student have when you're applying for your visa, and when you get your visa approved. You're excited, you think about your classes, your new life, or maybe getting a part-time job, but then reality hits. You have to find your own place in a country that you have never visited. Of course, many of us have people back here that can help us to find a place, but if you are like me and you knew no one in Canada, it can be a big, harsh situation out there. Most of us just search from our home countries. We have Facebook, Kijiji, rental.ca, and like sometimes even WhatsApp groups. But what type of homes we find? We find in a city of like Brampton or Surrey, we have a room that is, if you have to get your own room, that is around, I think, $1,200. And if you want to find a place for as a sharing, and you have to share a bed with someone, it would be around 600. So I think that's one of the on the higher part. If you're from Winnipeg or places like that, of course you're paying for lesser. But like me, I'm living in city of Kelowna. I The first time I came, I paid seven. It was $725 to be exact. And it was not really a room. It was just a den in which I was living, but it was in downtown, close to all the amenities, and I think that pursued me and my friends to get that home. And so that's one of the parts. But many of the students also face scams. Whenever you message someone about a room and say, they will just say you send a deposit and I'll hold this home for you. And when you're desperate, you just trust them. You send the money, and just like that, they disappear. It happens all the time. You hear all these things in rent and rave Facebook groups, and no refunds, no room, and no way to talk to them. Even when you are in Canada, the reach of finding a home doesn't get easier. uh, Places just get taken within an hours, and you have to go to see the room, and by the time you reach, the person just say that someone just came and they are giving me that much price, and if you want to have something, you have to pay me more than that. It's just like you're bidding for a room. So what type of things can we do to make this work? I just wrote some tips that can help you. So tip number one: never send money without seeing the place from video call. Ask just for a live tour, and ask for ID. If something feels off, just don't talk to them. And if a place is too good to be true, it's likely is. Just remember that. The tip two I have is join student housing groups on Facebook. Look for communities like Indians in Toronto. Like we have Okanagan College, Kelowna group for Indians, or there's one called Kelowna Hindu Sabha. In those, and Kelowna Christian group, or international student in Vancouver. You can find a plethora of them. Uh, Tip number three is talk to seniors. uh, Ask friends who are already in Canada. They often knew places there where you can move, and if you just ask them for a favor, I'm pretty sure they can help you to find a place for you. If you know someone, not like me. And tip number four is use trusted platforms like rental.ca and PadMapper. But the thing is, these places are very expensive. You have to pay the same price as the Canadians are paying, and I think sometimes that is not a reality for us. See, when I used to watch videos about Canada in 2021, I remember I used to watch like Gur Sahib, some other people. I just forgot their name. They used to wear spectacles, and that guy was a dentist, was doing a dentist course, and then he became something in tech. I just forgot his name. and it was something academy. He had an academy, and they used to talk about that they are living in that guy used to say that he is paying $300 for his room. I was like, what? $300 is good, and that's what my you know bar was. But then when I came, I found that I have to pay more than that. Anyhow, so tip number 5 is, if possible, look student housing. I know it can be expensive for once, but if you can just stay for 4 months there, it will just help you to integrate into the society, and you can also just look for someone else or something else after that. And finally, I would say just have a written agreement. Don't rely on verbal promises. This is Canada. You have to have things. If you don't have agreement, the landlord can just throw you out anytime. But if you have something to say, they cannot move you out. According to the government, I think if you just file a petition and say that you don't have a place to stay, they legally cannot remove you, especially in British Columbia. I'm not sure about Alberta or something else, but this is the case. Uh, so, 3 4 things that I've talked about. New video, new thing. I think I should improve more in that. If you are watching this video till here, I would love to get some feedbacks here or on the school platform. And thanks for watching. Remember, nothing is hard if you have guts to find it. Thank you.